And now put your feet on the toe brakes up there, just the tops. And I'm gonna release mine and then let it roll and then hit the brakes. Ready?
Yep.
And hit them. Okay. My controls. Take your feet off.
Want to close the hatch?
You can keep it open. It's up to you. If it's cool, you can close it. Oil temperature green before taxi, so oil temperature is green. Obtain ATIS. Okay, so to turn this onto the comm radio, you can press enter twice. Okay, so it gives us our frequencies for our comm. And this is the frequencies for the weather.
Okay.
So this is comm 1 and this is comm 2.
Okay.
And you can switch between them like up here. So 127 is what we want for our weather for Groton.
That's just an area thing?
Yeah, it's what their frequency is for weather.
Okay.
So we can listen to do you have the pen?
Yeah.
Be in the vicinity of all runways. Advise on initial contact you have hotel. Ground tower information, hotel 2156 Zulu. Wind 250 at 7, visibility 10. Sky conditions 8,000 scattered, ceiling at 9,500 broken. Temperature 260.15, altimeter 29904. GPS and visual approach in use, arriving and departing runway 23. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of all runways. Advise on initial contact you have hotel.
Okay, so it tells us our wind direction and speed, 10 statute miles visibility, which is like as good as they'll report. 8,000 feet is the lowest layer of clouds, and it's scattered at 8,000, so those would be the scattered clouds. And then it's broken, so like a heavier cloud layer at 9,500.
Gotcha.
And then 2994 tells us where to adjust like our altitude for the pressure that it is right now. And we're on 2994. And hotel is what we're going to tell them that we have the current information is hotel.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go southbound departure. We'll fly over to Gardner's Islands, and that's where we can do like practice stuff, like just maneuvers. And then we can land at Montauk and then head back.
Alright, sounds good. How long do you think that'll take?
To get over to Gardner's, probably like 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So we'll have time to like do some stuff there. Okay, so we're all set with that. Obtain ATIS, brief taxi route. So we're departing runway 23, which is down there. We'll taxi down Charlie to 23.
Is that at your discretion, or do you have to?
Oh, we'll ask. I'm just expecting. That's what I expect they'll tell me.
Okay.
So yeah, you can adjust the one this is like
tower,
in the queue, and you can change it.
Hold short, runway
12165, and then I can switch it to the active.
Runway 23, clear for takeoff, make left traffic, report down.
That guy talking, is that him?
Put that super close to your mouth.
Gotcha. Is that guy talking? Is he that dude over there?
Yeah, he was just asking to take off. Groton Tower, Cherokee 1072 Quebec at the coastal ramp with hotel. Request VFR departure to the south.
Cherokee 107 Quebec, ground runway 23, taxi via Charlie.
Taxi via Charlie, runway 23, 72 Quebec. Okay, yeah, you can shut that. Latch the top one first, and then push the bottom one down. Okay.
Oh, no kidding. It does get kind of hot in here, doesn't it?
Yep. Oh, another thing I didn't say, I think I stopped my brief partway through. I told you air vents. If you start feeling any like hypoxic symptoms, which is like lightheaded, headache, stuff like that, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna go super high today, so I don't expect it. But just say something if you're feeling off, and we'll come down lower.
Hi.
We don't have a fire extinguisher on board. Exit door is just that one, and you just unlatch it the same way you latched it. And traffic, so I'll be responsible for like seeing and avoiding traffic, but if you do see any planes up there, say something.
See something, say something. Gotcha.
Exactly. And then during like critical phases of flight, so like while we're taking off or while we're like on short final to land, just keep the talking to only like flight related things, you know?
Got it.
And that's it. And if at any point we switch the flight controls, I'll say your flight controls. You'll grab them and
I'll
say
confirm.
my controls, and then I'll say your controls, and now we know you're flying. And same thing when I take them back, I would say my controls and take them back. And you'll say your controls, I'll say my controls.
Charlie.
Sound good?
Sir?
Okay. Now we do the run up, engine run up, position aircraft into the wind, brake set, just put the brake on, flight controls check, so I just go like this, go through the full range, and free and clear, nothing's hung up. Flight instruments check, so from my point of view, I put the orange right on the horizon there, like that. I already did that when we were back at the ramp. Set it to the 2994, which is in this little window here, because that's what they said on the weather. Double check that this is, so that's like a little past 22, and that's a little past 22. And then there's nothing to set on the vertical speed indicator. Primer locked. Give a tug on that, that's good. Throttle 1800. Alright, and then I go to the left mag, and it tells me a drop in 81 RPM, 90 RPM. I go back to both, and then I go to the right mag, and 110 RPM, and you're looking for those to be within 75 of each other, and less than 150 total.
Okay.
And carb heat, push this down and check that the RPM goes down. That means it's working. And then engine instruments green, 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 green. Load meter check. I look down here at the ammeter, turn on the wingtips, and it spikes up to 40 and back down to 30. So that's good, that means the load meter's working. Suction should be 5.2 to 4, looks like 5.2 from here.
5.2.
And then idle power check. Just make sure the engine doesn't shut off if we go to idle. And we're good. And throttle 800, we're already there. So we can head over. You give it a little bump of gas before you start trying to turn, so that like...
Takeoff, traffic upwind, decathlon for left close traffic. What is your direction of flight?
It's hard to turn the wheel if you're not moving, you know?
Yeah.
Mike Whiskey, westbound departure approved.
And then while you're taxiing, you, it might be hard to explain, but like you should put this in a way where the wind's coming from behind us right now. So if the wind's coming from over there, I would want to do that so that it doesn't get underneath it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Well, you want to basically make sure all your flight surfaces are at the least lift.
Yeah, exactly. So it's pushing down on all of them.
Gotcha.
And same, you can't really see it, but the elevator behind us, like that's what pulling and pushing controls. So by pushing it, it folds down so that the wind coming from the back pushes down.
Gotcha.
Okay, so before takeoff check, flap set, doors check. So flap set to the floor. These are the flaps, control the flaps.
Okay.
To the floor is good. Doors are closed, that's latched, so that's good. Magnetos both, so mags are on both.
Traffic just listed off hospital to the west.
Lights is required, we're good with just the anti-collision. Fuel pump on. Transponder 1200, that's right here, and it's altitude reporting.
Whiskey 23, clear touchdown.
Trim set. Trim is down here, which just makes it fly level. And radio set, so I switch over to tower, which I already have their frequency. And when I do that, I'm going to put in to the Q 122.7, which is the traffic for Montauk.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to put in, 118.07. Okay, someone already flew there. There. Okay, radio set, takeoff brief, so we'll be departing runway 23. If we had an engine failure on the ground, we would abort the takeoff and just come to a stop. Engine failure below 1,000 feet, we would have to land straight ahead, and above 1,000 feet, we'd turn back and land on the runway in the other direction.
Okay.
And that's it. We're ready to go. Actually, I'm going to wait because there's a plane coming in.
Yeah, I see him.
Final right now.
Ground Tower, medevac 253 Mike Tango, clear to the west, thanks for your help, good night.
Mike Tango, good night. Holding 0 Mike Whiskey, previous call traffic, no factor, frequency change approved.
0 Mike Whiskey, see you Wednesday.
Roger.
If I was a more confident and experienced pilot, I would let you take over, but I'm not confident enough to be able to do something if something was going wrong. But
Yeah, no, don't. Definitely not there yet.
Takeoff's not too difficult. Landing, I would not have anyone land without an actual instructor.
And blame you there.
Groton Tower, Cherokee 1072 Quebec, holding short of 23, ready for departure.
Cherokee 1072 Quebec, Groton Tower, left turn south approved, runway 23, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, left turn south approved, 72 Quebec. Trying to hold on to that guy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. And I'm looking for 60 knots here. And that's when I'll lift off. 60 knots, rotate.
Groton Tower, Takeoff on 104 Juliet Whiskey, midfield downwind 23, full stop.
This is the Whiskey, runway 23, clear land. Takeoff on 4 Juliet Whiskey, runway 23, clear line.
Runway 23, clear to land, 4 Juliet Whiskey.
La 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 la. La la.
See the rain out in the horizon?
Oh yeah, well look at that.
It's been pretty sporadic storms throughout the week. The storm fronts throughout the week have been wild.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. We're not supposed to come over to Groton Airport, but okay, 700 feet. We'll start the left turn.
Did the tower tell you to do that, or was it just...
The tower said I left turn on course approved, so that means when I get to the altitude that I'm supposed to turn, I can do it.
Okay.
So they're not going to tell me anything else. We'll, this is the edge of their airspace right there.
Okay.
And once we get out of there, I can switch off of them. I mean, there's a possibility they say something right now, but it's unlikely. Like once they give me the takeoff clearance, they're probably not going to tell me anything else.
top is 3,400 descending for kind of on a right base for 23.
789 Romeo Papa Ground Tower, continue to right base for 123.
Continue on the right base, 9 Romeo Papa.
Okay, and you just kind of trim it up and it just kind of flies itself. I want to be climbing at 80 knots. If it goes a little below 80, I push the nose down a little bit, bring it back to 80. Gotcha. If it's trimmed properly, then you should be able to just not do anything.
Is it just like 1 click, 2 click of trim, or do you just kind of like roll it till you feel it?
Yes, unfortunately, with Delta and Charlie to park with me.
Right on Delta and Charlie, taxi to T.
What was the question?
Is it like 1 click or 2 click for the trim, or do you have to like kind of roll it along?
You roll it, yeah. So what you do is like,
Quick land.
if I needed to be like, I wanted to be more down, I would push forward and I'd have to be holding the pressure to keep it down. And so what you do is like hold that pressure and then you roll it until it takes the pressure off. Yeah. Okay. So that's Gardner's Island right there, like the littler one.
Okay.
That's Plum Island right there. And behind, that's Long Island. And that's Fisher's Island right there.
Oh shit.
We're going to climb to 3,000 feet. So
Is that Block Island out in the horizon, or is that farther along?
Yeah, that's Block Island with the windmills right there, 5 windmills.
Oh man, it looks so much closer from up here.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it's coming towards the airport.
I actually think it looks like it's going away from the airport because
Angle.
it looks like it's falling to the right, so like the clouds would be moving to the left. We should definitely keep an eye on that though, because I don't want to be coming back in that for sure.
Yeah, can't blame you there. It looked cool though.
It does look cool. It looks also quite
terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it.
Dude, this is so much fucking faster than any ferry.
Yeah, right?
Like, we're already almost halfway there.
Yeah, it's like Orient Point is right there.
Holy shit. It's actually really cool. You can, like, see the curvature of the, like, entire Long Island edge over here. Like, the 2 forks.
Alright. Hands off flying.
Nice.
Ground 4 Juliet.
Wanna fly?
Help there.
What was that?
Wanna fly it?
Sure.
Okay, your controls.
My controls?
And you can point us over there. So what you want to do is just lightly turn there and then give it a little bit of foot pressure too on your left foot. Less foot pressure. And the way you can tell how much foot pressure is you step on the ball. So would want to be stepping with your right foot, which really just like step less with your left foot.
Okay.
And then you can pull back just a hair because we're getting a little below 3,000. And that's probably pretty good, and then you can like not pull back anymore. There's a plane right there.
Oh shit.
Geez, that weather looks beautiful. I think let's probably not land at Montauk and just do it, fly over here a little bit, and then that way we can make sure that's not going to beat us to Groton.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's fine.
We can push down a little bit because we're getting above 3,000.
79 Romeo Papa, right turn on Delta, where you headed?
Right turn on Delta going to the FBO.
79 Romeo Papa, taxi via Charlie, and stay with me.
Stay with you, taxi to the FBO via Charlie. Not really stop.
I mean, weather reports say it's supposed to be fine, but I'm also looking at the weather and seeing that it's not fine.
That doesn't seem right.
Well, that's Montauk over there. See the, like, buildings?
Yeah. You want me to turn a little more towards that island?
Yeah. You can just point straight over top of it. Nice job. Good coordinated turn with the feet. You can go a little bit less rudder. A little bit less with your foot. Or, oh, your feet are off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow, it is a little sensitive on the rudder, isn't it?
I think we're just hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Tower, Cicada 150 Alpha Yankee, Columbia, taxi with information.
50 Alpha Yankee, ground on 123, taxi via Charlie.
Taxiing with Charlie.
Oh, BGA 43 Echoes, downwind, 23.
243 Echo, ground tower 123, clear to land.
Land 23, BGA for the Echo.
And you can you see that little grass? There's 2 runways right there.
Not over the hump here now.
Okay.
Do you want me to pull up a little bit?
No, it's fine.
A little more throttle.
Hotel 2156 Zulu. Wind 250 at 7, visibility 10. Sky conditions 8,000 scattered, ceiling at 9,500 broken. Temperature 260.
Yeah, now can you see it?
Still now. I bank a little bit.
I bank and left.
Where am I looking for?
The grass strips right there. It's a little
yep.
runway.
Yep, I see them.
That's why it's a nice place to practice here, because no one comes here because it's not a real airport, but there's also like somewhere to land, you know?
Yeah.
Nice, convenient place to land if you had to. Alright. You want to see steep turns?
Sure.
Okay, my controls.
Air controls.
High controls. So for steep turns, you like pick a point on the horizon. Steep turns are a 45-degree bank. You like pick a point on the horizon. Oh, I'm gonna pick like the end of that right there.
Okay.
And then you roll into 45, and then you have to pull back a little bit to keep your altitude.
Gotcha.
So, starting a steep turn now.
Groton Tower, Skyhawk 738 X-ray Alpha is Jovo inbound on the RNAV
43 Echo right on Delta and Charlie deposit in the Avignon.
Charlie Park. Coming here.
738 X-ray Alpha, Ground Tower, report Herca.
Report Perka 738 X-ray Alpha.
Holy fuck, that was weird. How many G's was that? Like 3?
It should be 2. It should be a little less than 2 actually, because 60 degrees bank would be 2.
I just imagine those fighter pilot videos where they're going like 9 G's.
Yeah, right. Did you feel comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Or did it hurt your stomach?
Nah, not at all, man.
Trying to do a stall?
Yeah, let's fucking do a stall.
Okay. I just cleared the area, make sure there's no one around before we do it.
Tower, rally 150 Alpha Yankee, ready for takeoff, runway 23.
150 Alpha Yankee, Ground Tower, runway 23, clear for takeoff. What's your direction of flight?
To the southwest.
Alpha Yankee, southwest departure approved.
Winds.
No winds 2607.
Oh, man. Have you ever done that with G?
Nope, I don't want to.
Oh, man, that was one hell of a feeling.
You started like grasping for things. You were like,
I was like, I wanted to grab the handle, but that would have been a terrible idea.
I kind of feel like we should go back. I really don't like this weather.
I was looking at that. I do not blame you at all.
Okay.
Temperature 25, dew point 14, altimeter 29905. GPS and visual approach and use arriving and departing runway 23. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of all runways. Advise on initial contact. You have India.
That's a pen.
Yeah.
Tower information India 2256 Zulu. Wind 260 at 6, visibility 10. Sky conditions ceiling 7000 overcast.
Right, oh, here it is. To India.
And use arriving and departing runway 23. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of all runways. Advise on initial contact. You have India. Tower information India 2256 Zulu. Wind 260 at 6, visibility 10. Sky conditions ceiling 7000 overcast. Temperature 25, dew point 14, altimeter 29905. GPS and visual approach and use arriving and departing runway 23. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of all runways. Advise on initial contact. You have India.
Okay.
Tower 738 X-ray Alpha at Herca, RNAV 23.
Type landing you want.
Full stop, please. 738 X-ray Alpha.
Cessna 8, X-ray Alpha, runway 23, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 23, 738 X-ray Alpha.
Okay. Sorry, it kind of got cut short. It might be okay, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah, when we were going into the stall, I was looking over to the side, and it's just like a wall of water over there.
Yeah, that's nothing to mess with.
This look really fucking cool from here, though.
Groton Tower, Cherokee 1072, Quebec, 10 miles south, inbound for landing with India.
Cherokee 107 to Quebec, Groton Tower, report left downwind, runway 23.
Report left downwind, runway 23, 7 to Quebec.
And that's a more relaxed tower. I mean, he's still talking fast. I'm like, oh shit, I can't really keep up with him.
Yeah, they go so fast on the weather.
10. Sky conditions ceiling 7000 overcast. Temperature 25, dew point 14, altimeter 29905. GPS and visual approach and
Like trying to write it all down frantically. Yeah. There's like a storm, like, I mean, that's New London is like on the west bank, so that's probably like East Lime or something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like right there.
Yeah.
Column of water.
Yep.
And then further up in Norwich, like, that looks kind of rainy too.
Right. So hopefully we can get it parked and tied up and stuff before it starts pouring on us.
I'd say that's probably the best case scenario if it does start raining.
Yeah. Oh, well, at this point, we'll definitely, like, you know, it's not going to move that fast. Even if the winds were, like, if the winds were really whipping and it was coming over here, like, we would feel it in the plane right now.
True.
Okay, so descent check. Extra rich. Fuel pump on. Fuel tank fullest. We just switched tanks, so we're good. Lights on.
When did you switch tanks?
I switched tanks when we first got to cruise altitude, when we started coming back to Groton. Down here.
Ah, okay.
Pretty,
oh man, that looks so
it's
ominous.
a pretty cool sight, huh?
Yeah.
It looks like friggin' tornadoes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Like
does.
those columns of rain.
Dude, when I was leaving work on Friday, and I'll tell you more about it later, but it was the craziest shit I've ever seen. I've never seen, like, clouds move that fast.
I guess I'll just focus on the flight as I'm pointing out the window.
So,
I won't need that again.
do you have to go north of the airstrip and land the same way we took off?
I'm going to join, so the runway we're going to land on is, see the X?
Yeah.
We're going to land that way, so I'm going to join this way and then do a 90 degree, and land on it.
Oh, okay.
Usually you fly a box around it. Like, yeah, so I'm just joining one of the boxes. Yeah, that's probably like Waterford now.
Yeah. There's definitely that column that's closer to us. That's
Groton Tower, Cherokee 72 Quebec, left downwind, runway 23.
Right on Delta, right on Charlie, hold short runway 23, 73 X-ray Alpha.
67 Quebec 23, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 23, 72 Quebec. So you kind of come in at the 45 degrees to the, like, to being parallel.
okay.
I'm in 45 degrees at, like, the midfield, like halfway down the runway. And then once you are at, you just kind of get a feel for how far away to be from the runway, and this is good distance.
Okay, gotcha.
But now I'm joining.
78 X-ray Alpha. If possible, can we have a code or keep the code back to Plymouth?
I'm joining the downwind, which is this leg where I'm parallel.
Keep your current code.
Thank you.
What did he request?
I don't know. He's on the ground though. So 1 notch of flaps when you're abeam the touchdown point.
Okay.
And you go out until it's 45 degrees off your left shoulder.
Okay.
Then you turn left.
Sutton.
Yeah. Yep, you know how they fly over us when we're playing?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
That's it right there.
Yeah, earlier today I was thinking about, like, we're gonna fly over.
Traffic not available.
Does look different from up here though.
Yep. Buttery.
Groton Tower 738 X-ray Alpha, holding short runway 23. We'd like to BART back to the northeast of Plymouth.
Cherokee 7, take back right on Delta and Charlie to park with me.
Right on Delta, taxi to park with you. 72 Quebec.
Cessna 8 X-ray Alpha, runway 23, clear for takeoff. And you want I'll give you a left turn. Looks like there's a storm cell just to the northwest.
We appreciate that left turn. Cleared for takeoff, runway 23, left turn, 738 X-ray Alpha.
You can tell when they're like a seasoned pilot just walking that way.
Yeah. Okay, after landing, clear all runway stop, flaps up, lights is required. Go pump off, I already did that, trim set. Get back to neutral. And taxi plan confirmed. We're taxiing right back to the ramp and we'll tie it down.
Have you seen any of the stuff from Oshkosh?
Oh, what's that?
Oh, I'll tell you when we park.
Okay. Unfortunately, flying is like, I don't know why I said unfortunately, but flying is like 90% about, or maybe like 80% about making the right decisions, and like 20% about like being able to fly the plane. Like really what they're looking for on like the test is that you're like making the right decisions.
Right. Should read or listen to the book, The Art of Clear Thinking.
Okay, I'll check it out. Alright, shutdown secure. Radio system off.